Oh my god.
This is just getting awkward.
It took me 4 days.
Was your internet that bad? It took you 4 days to download Songify.
How do you stop it?
You
Stop it!
You throw it really hard. Right, welcome to the Engine Room Show!
Dave, please don't ever do that again, please.
Dave Humphreys, Dave Moore.
Stephen Cooper!
We're going to start the show. I have to leave my phone on because we are doing what?
We have pizza on the way, and we're kind of hoping that it's going to arrive during the show.
Well, it probably will arrive because it took you too long because you're inside chatting to other people. And
It took you 4 hours to get the number to ring.
Yes.
You were downloading apps of rival pizza companies
Not my fault.
to try and order a pizza.
Do you like my Mater sticker on the back of my phone?
Mater, nice.
Mater. Mater. Now,
Mater.
I brought gifts because you guys in the past have brought in cake. I brought cake in before.
Cake.
I love the cake.
I love the cake.
Cake.
It was my daughter, my little baby. It was her birthday. She was 5. And
Aw.
She's not a baby anymore.
Happy birthday, Elizabeth.
So
Happy
when you have a
birthday.
5-year-old girl, there can only be one kind of cake. Pink cake. So
E number.
cupcake.
Oh, yes.
And by the way,
I will
because we are filming this,
Yes, there you go.
we can take it to the GoPro.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
a full castle. I'll show
There
you a
you
picture
go.
of the full
Look at
castle.
that.
Check that out, yo. It's even got chocolate balls on the back.
Amazing.
You got chocolate balls.
That is amazing.
I'll show you a full picture
Happy
of the actual
birthday.
castle. Where is the castle? Oh, there
So,
we go. Hang on, I'll just
What did you
show
do?
it.
What? Oh,
There it is.
Well, you can't have pre-pizza
There you go.
cupcake,
what?
can you?
Amazing.
It was a castle cake.
Jeepers almighty.
My sister made it. Of course you can have pre-pizza cupcake.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't. I
Piece
couldn't.
away.
No, I couldn't do that.
So
Now,
apologies
this,
if my phone
sorry,
rings.
this looks fancy.
Now Lisa made these cupcakes. My sister Sandra made
Go,
the cake.
Lisa.
Yeah, the roses on
Check
the top
this
are
out.
edible.
I think people have seen enough cakes now at this point.
Cake rocks. But yeah, so everybody was hyperactive in our house
Yum,
yesterday.
yum,
for-
yum. Yum, yum,
The key,
yum.
I tell you
So
what.
I might actually get more than 2 syllables out of Humphreys.
The
What?
Hey.
What?
Hey.
I missed that.
Me,
I wasn't listening.
my cars.
Come here.
What?
No, but my tip
Oh,
for anybody
Jesus.
who's got kids, like especially yours as well, who are getting older and older as the time
And
goes
having more
on.
birthdays.
The key to a successful hyperactive children's party is to have it about 12 o'clock, and they're all wrecked by dinner time and bedtime. Seriously.
No, but do you not do the 2-hour thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then what are you going to do between 2 and dinner time?
Oh no, the family was over, so it was a family.
Family's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway.
Right, while they're eating, I'm going to tell you about one of the most exciting things that's ever happened to me.
Oh, this is when you sat in a showroom car.
Yeah. So imagine how exciting it is if I'm that excited about sitting in a showroom car. So look, I'm over in Beshop Motors in Hoth with Jeremy.
Did you get any fish and chips over there?
No, because his dad wasn't down.
Oh.
So what can I do?
Same?
Yeah.
Really?
So anyway, I'm parading around the showroom. In the showroom, they have they'd sent out that afternoon an F430 Ferrari to be serviced. So that was going to Belfast. Then they have, your favourite, a CLS shooting brake.
Ooh.
I saw it in the flesh.
One of the new ones.
Now I'll tell you,
It's good looking.
yes, it is so much better looking than I
It's
thought
the
it was going to be.
pizza
No,
man!
may not be.
Hello?
Hello, is that Bashir?
Yay! Alright, I'll be down to you now. How much do we owe you?
25.
That's
27.
cheap. Alright,
Okay.
go. I'll see you in a sec.
Thanks.
Alright.
Can we pause
Cool.
this? Or
No, you
You're-
just go on.
you're
You got
getting this.
27.
Have you got money?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got money.
Yeah.
I've got a pizza baby inside me.
Right.
I've got several pizza babies.
Can
I'm
I
having
just
pizza
say-
twins.
It was alright. Jalapeno poppers were nice.
Yeah?
You guys didn't go for them.
No.
No, just pizza.
Now, what was our delivery guy driving?
Don't know because I didn't go downstairs. I
Was
was
he-
lazy.
he
I
was
went
so-
down all 4 stores.
bike,
He was
surely.
car.
No, he was in a car. Yeah.
Fiesta?
Nope.
A
4-door saloon.
four-door saloon.
Skoda?
No.
Oh, Toyota.
No.
A,
Do you know?
Yeah.
A Mitsubishi Lancer
An E.
class Mercedes.
What year?
131.
What?
No way!
Must be the pizza shop owner.
Serious?
No, it was a Mitsubishi something or other.
Ah,
A
yes.
Mitsubishi.
Here, I was telling you, sorry, speaking of cars that are nicer than Mitsubishis. So I was in this showroom in Hove.
Bischoff Motors.
Bischoff
yeah.
Motors.
I thought he might have forgotten about this.
No.
So
He
in
really
there,
wants
I
to
was
tell
telling
you
you that they had the CLS shooting brake. You were interested in this. Remember, this is the car that you
Yeah.
told us about.
No.
Yeah.
You did.
Did I?
You did. You
Yeah.
mentioned the word shooting brake, and I was like, "What the hell is
Yeah.
that?"
I thought that was during the
Humphreys
game
yeah.
of us making up names of
No.
cars.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, a CLS shooting brake is a CLS, which is that kind of coupe saloon that Merc do, except it's got an estate
It's
boot.
like but it's still a slopey.
Yeah,
I was
it's a
going to say
roundy one.
sloopy. It's
Sloopy.
still a
It's a
slope.
station wagon.
It's not a. It's no.
No,
It's like a sporty station wagon.
it's very. Look, here's the thing. It's
It was
very,
there.
very nice.
It
Yeah.
was there.
Very nice. They also had an M5 Touring.
Oh.
I had to be calmed
The-
down a little bit.
V10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to.
Very
just be,
rare car.
I
in-
know. I
in
had to be fanned.
touring
slightly.
style.
What
Then-
kind of shop is this? Is this like a exclusive motor premier shop?
It's,
Yeah, but then they
it's-
also do Minis and Ford Focuses and Passats and
It's
everything.
Celtic Tiger Motors.
Well, that's the thing. To be fair to the Bischoffs, they've managed to actually stay in business because there is a lot of money in Hove. People spend it and they spend it quietly, but it's there. So I mean, they've a guy. I'll tell you, they've a guy in there who has owned a new Bentley every year,
What?
and he's a regular customer of
Yeah.
Bischoffs. Anyway, look, the point is in the showroom. So they've loads of cars outside, lovely ones. They've an M5, they've an Audi Q7, a brand new one. They've a lot of sixes. They've a beautiful ML 500. It's like an old one. It's 06, I think, but it is absolutely the newish
New
model.
shape.
You know what I mean? The new shape. The 500 is just beautiful. But in there, so they had the Ferrari was gone. They had the Bentley Continental. They have the shooting brake. They have the M5. They have a 911. They have an Aston Martin DB9. They have a.
You can actually view their current stock by visiting their website. I'm
True, but
sure.
this is just in the showroom. So I'm trying to paint a picture here for people.
I actually
It's a big.
drifted off there
You're
for a while.
painting a big picture.
What fucking car
A
did you say?
Maserati Gran Turismo, beautiful. And then they have a Mercedes McLaren SLR 722. This car is inexplicably beautiful.
Yeah, I know that car. To start it, you flip up this thing on the gear lever and you press
Yeah.
a button.
That's right. See that on the engine?
No.
But here's the thing, right? I now have to drive that car somehow or another. I have to do something to get Jeremy Bischoff to let me drive that car on the road.
How much is that car?
I think we should. I think we should just call him out right now, Jeremy Bischoff.
Figure out a way.
You need to sort this out right now. That all three of us, but Dave Moore first, gets to drive the
God, let
722.
Cooper drive a 722.
We can.
I know.
Really?
He's really good with cars. It's not like he's going to curb them right
No,
like
Volkswagen. But
Hang
Hang
anyway,
on a second. Do you
Beetlegate.
know this guy?
that. I do.
yeah.
Well, why don't you just ask him?
Why don't we get him in as? Why don't we get him in
Yes,
as a guest of the show?
There you go. And you can bring the
Inverted
722 in, you can
commas.
drive it in.
Yes. Now
There's
it's
an
making
idea.
sense.
Anyway, tell him how much a new 722 would have been in, I don't know what year this is, 07, 08 or something. Probably 600?
I don't know about
Thousands.
Irish price, but yeah, it would have been a lot. Like you would have been probably talking $500,000, possibly.
I would think so.
By the time you put some Irish number plates on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is.
They
it
are
is
very cool.
It is bottom rumblingly brilliant.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That particular car has been on a couple of cannonball runs that I've done.
Yes, in fact, Jeremy has taken that car to get serviced in Spain and Portugal and driven all the way.
Yes.
That is the way.
Is it because he doesn't trust anybody here to service it? Because
There
I know a
there
guy.
isn't a McLaren service.
I know a guy. How are you doing?
Hello, McLaren part out the back.
I've a McLaren buggy. I actually
Anyway.
know a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I know a girl who married a guy who worked for McLaren in the UK, and he worked in the wind tunnel for the aerodynamic design.
Well.
There you go. Now.
You could get a job in the wind tunnel, but that's a totally
I think after all our pizza and
Cake.
flavorful cake and awesome soda pop that we had.
Let's talk about cars.
I am getting the pizza sweats.
Well, stave
Anyway.
off the sweats for a second.
Yes.
I want you to talk about the car that you were driving in the UK for the last few days.
Yes, I had to go over to the UK for a few days for a bit of R&R, and the very nice people in Jaguar gave me a brand new XKR to get around in while I was there.
And for those of you who don't know, the XK is obviously Jaguar's big coupe. It's very nice and everything, but it's a kind of a luxury swanny about the place thing.
Yeah.
Add the or and some vents on the bonnet.
Yes.
And, you've
And
an
a
entirely
supercharger.
entirely different.
And
beast.
suddenly you have a 510 horsepower rear wheel drive 5 litre V8 2+2 Grand Tourer.
How is it?
Thirsty, fast, loud, and an awful lot of fun, and quite tail happy.
Really?
Yes.
Speaking of 30, just 1 second, go back to the 722. At full tilt,
Yes.
722 will empty its petrol tank in 7 minutes. 7 minutes!
Oh, I couldn't afford
That's
it.
nearly as bad as your X5.
Not quite. I'm nearly
Well,
getting up to 6.5 minutes.
That XKR I had could nearly rival it.
Really?
I did at one point get the MPG to single figures.
That's impressive.
wow.
I was trying, but yeah, I got
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
My old Range Rover 97 was a 14, maybe 16 miles to the gallon I got out.
Nice.
And when I was looking it up, it was on par with the Hummer. So, actually, speaking of fuel
Well,
economy...
hang on. Let's get back to the XKR.
Oh, no,
Just when we started
Let's
this
get back
journey.
to this.
Oh, here we
yeah,
go.
back in your
Electric
box,
blue
Cooper.
XKR.
I
Back in
hope
your
you had your
box.
driving gloves on.
I didn't have driving gloves on, but there's some nice. I'll be totally honest. I've never been a huge Jag fan. I've always kind of found them a little bit kind of dated, a little bit
Did you
old.
read spy stories when you
little
were
bit
a
old,
kid?
man. Yeah, but like I just.
But that's kind of his
I
point,
always
is that
thought
it's rooted in
it's a bit-
that old
They're
time.
they're a
you know?
stereotype almost. So
That's
anyway,
why
I've
I
yet to-
laugh at Whelan all the time when he drives his one.
He is so cute in it, isn't he?
He is.
yeah, bless.
Mind you, he's 40 now, so I guess he's old enough.
He is
Yeah.
old.
So when you get in, obviously it's all keyless entry and all that. You get in. It's very, very nice because what they've done now is obviously it does have the paddle shifters on the
Okay.
steering wheel, which should you feel sporty and enthusiastic, wish to use, we can. But the gear knob rises out of the dash when you turn it on.
It's this little kind of... is this disc one?
Yes, it's
Oh.
like it's like a
Like a little small
like a knob.
cylinder.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like the size of a kind of the diameter of like a Coke can.
Am I the only one having really nasty, dirty
Yes,
tops?
Yes,
always, Cooper.
yes, only you.
The first place I saw that, I think, was
On
it
a
the
video
XF or
on
the
some
new
rude
XJ? The new
website.
XJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that has it.
So they've taken that.
So the really nice thing is, and I do like cars that do it. When you press the starter button, it gives a nice little rev up to about 2,000 RPM,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
settles back down. And when the XKR, because it's got like big quad exhaust out the back of it, it's just a very nice sound, and it's just that reassuring. Yes,
Yes.
I'm rich,
I'm rich and I'm pacey.
and I don't care,
And pasty.
I'm warming up the planet.
And
But,
interior-wise, is not full of
Interior-wise,
wood or everything, is
no. It had some kind of it's all like gnarled aluminium.
Oh,
it's very,
okay.
now I'm sure you can probably get it with the wood interior and all that, which I don't
It's
like.
gnarled, apart from being awesome off of 90s rock quotes.
It's like it's coarse. It's like not like a grater, but do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's got
it?
that like
Meshy kind of...
it's like a mesh on it almost.
As
Really?
opposed
Yeah,
to a
it's very
smooth
nice.
finish.
Yeah.
That's gonna
So
touch you.
it's got all that. It's got
In a good way.
big, comfy, heated leather sports seats, which are seriously adjustable. So, like, you can put the bit that comes out underneath your legs a little bit more. You can higher them, lower them, forward, back, tilt, all that. And it's got the huggy bits.
Mm.
You can tighten in or out
Oh.
depending on
Did you have to let it out a
perhaps
bit?
your girth
You had to
or
let it out a
how
bit.
tighten
Yeah.
you want to
When
be
I had my
in.
1998 CLK 230 compressor, that had a pneumatic seat. In other words, it was full of balloons. And I had a little control box
You're
in the
full of
side.
balloons.
And I could do exactly what you
Yeah,
were talking about.
yeah.
Really?
But on a 1998 car. It was
Wow.
unbelievable. Really well spec.
Just imagine, I probably went wrong at some point as well. 'Cause it
It
was an old
did. By the time,
Mercedes.
in fact, about 6 months after I started driving it, it no longer functioned.
Yeah, everything goes wrong on old
Look, I just
Mercedes.
burst a balloon. Get over it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was told to watch that about the airbag suspension thing with the Range Rover.
Oh, the air
Yes,
suspension.
Yeah,
that
suspension.
happens. That happens a lot more than people make out.
Yeah, a
or
friend
is
of mine had
publicly
one.
known.
He used to work in radio in here, and he drove down the M50 and went, "Oh no, I've got a puncture," and he pulled over and he had no punctures. His air suspension had gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
I never had any-
€4,500 later.
Oh my god.
Let me guess, was it outside of warranty?
It might have been, yes.
Yes, that is why all those lovely big flash Range Rovers are now so cheap.
Yeah.
Is there, do you ever hear the theory about, when something goes past its warranty, there's a chip inside that afterwards it then all starts breaking, like washing machines
Yeah,
and stuff like that?
Apparently, yeah.
Engineered obsolescence is what that's called.
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
No, of course not.
No. But genuinely, I don't believe it. I think cars are built to pretty much last. I don't think there's
Not anymore.
that the manufacturers
I
are
don't
sitting
think so.
there. Well, no, hang on. I don't mean
disagree.
last in the sense of a classic car, but I mean, you know, a car will do 10 years of driving outside
Yeah.
of 5 years outside of its warranty for a standard car, not like Cooper's. You know,
You of the 7-year warranty. which
Well,
you're
hello.
but-
Pacific Rim.
You said rim.
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh my God! You said that. It's usually me.
it is usually you. But can I just say something
Go.
very, very exciting is happening?
What?
The brand new, most important, most advanced, most special car in the
Here we
world
go.
is coming out.
The Twizy.
Yes.
No?
No?
What car, Humphreys will know this, what car is always the car with the first of something that we now all take for granted? For example, real inertia
Come on, Cooper.
seatbelts.
Think about it.
What car was the first car to have them? Airbags.
Pop quiz, Cooper.
German?
Yes.
Does it have a V and a W?
No.
Does
No.
it have it looks like nearly like an Olympic thing?
No.
Lots of zero,
no.
A
on.
B in the front.
The other one.
No.
M.
Yes.
Mercedes.
But which one?
The Mercedes Benz.
Yes, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class
Yeah, I was just about to
is.
go
I
there.
just saw a shadowy picture with its little LED lights in the headlights
Ooh.
today on Mercedes-Benz
It's a
Facebook page.
teaser image.
I'm telling you,
They're teasing
lads,
you.
this car, this is what it's all about. This car will have stuff in. No,
not.
don't be making that face because you're
Oh.
wrong. He just doesn't like Mercs very much. This car is going to have things on it that in 10 years' time all cars will have and go. Do you remember we
Yeah,
didn't have?
recalls. Oh yeah.
I don't get it, but it's a show.
He doesn't even- For example,
Yeah.
Distronic came on the last one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Infrared
Yes.
headlights came on the last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
All-
Distronic?
Distronic is where you set your cruise control. So you go onto a motorway and you go
Oh, that's what now. What the new Golf has.
120, and then you sit there and drive it, and then oh no, the guy in front of me is slowing down. I better wait a minute, my car will do it for me because it has an infrared
The
beam.
new Golf has that.
Yeah, but the new
Yeah.
Golf has that because
No.
the S-Class had it in 06. This is the point. This is where this innovation that we all take for granted in our new cars comes from. And he
I
can
could,
scoff at
I
it
could,
as much
I
as
could
he likes.
appreciate and understand that if they put it all as standard.
Well, why would they?
What? Wait. No. What?
What?
In other words, he's saying that the innovations that are groundbreaking and amazing, obviously
Yeah.
they charge a premium for it.
Of course
Yeah.
they do. Yeah.
They have to. It's their
Yeah.
business model. Anyway, look. Despite anything of Humphrey's misgivings, this is a damned important car, and I can't wait to see what it has got.
No.
In
no. Hang on a second.
Mercedes, hang on.
I'm saying words. Have you any speculation of what you might expect, technology-wise?
Levitation.
I do know.
Yeah.
I do actually know one thing that they are going to have.
Well,
Recalls.
No,
You didn't even get that.
No, I did. I was joking.
They are actually apparently building in. Obviously, air conditioned seats aren't entirely new. It's still on more high end stuff, but apparently they are doing ones that will essentially have a form of an extraction fan built into them
For
into the
farting.
seats for flatulence.
That makes sense because I've always thought that there should be a what's the name? Charcoal filters on car seats.
How stinky are you?
Hey.
Charcoal filters.
You know, you've gone on tour, right? You ever gone on tour with the boys in the car?
No.
All right, I do a lot of it. Okay, you're on tour. You got the DJs in the car with you. When you get into it the next day,
They've all been on the Guinness.
it's no. It smells of boys and it's disgusting. It's farts as well. Boys farts.
Hang on
But like,
now.
Girls farts
do it as well.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be sexist. Girls farts do smell as equally
Women
as bad.
are dirty.
Dirty women.
Anyway, the S-Class Mercedes, I'm very excited.
We'll have a fart extractor in it.
Yeah.
And can they? Alright, I'm gonna throw in some
I
science
don't know where
here like
they
I always
extract
do.
it to exactly,
Well,
but
because that is methane gas.
yeah.
Can they use that and recycle it into the fuel?
Yeah, I'm sure they can.
I
because
don't know
I'm
how
sure-
you want to be seriously flatulent. Mercedes should sponsor the show right now.
Well, they should give me a car. Neither of you is too impressed or bothered.
I like the idea of technology in cars. Like, but
Yes.
if you, what do you think? if you did have the whole kind of like, right, you get to put loads of cool stuff in the car. Here's one for you. What would you put in it? Practical stuff. Obviously your cup holders, your docking stations, your media players, your fart extractors, and that other thing that I have an invention for that I'm making a prototype for, which can go on every car in the world. By the way, I'm going to make millions out of it. Seriously, I'm making a prototype. I
Really?
cannot wait for you guys to see this.
Wow.
It's going to blow your actual think box away.
Warning. May not actually be the case. What would I like to say? I don't know. I mean, because
Seriously, if you
here's the
could come
thing.
up with something that doesn't exist,
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that.
My point is, the R&D
Stop eating the
department of
marshmallows off me,
Mercedes-Benz
Kate.
are doing that, so I don't necessarily have to.
The R&B department.
Yes. Don't make me make that intro again. I think you started at Humphreys. Your fart extraction seats.
This
It's
room
true.
smells of boys.
It's
I
irrelevant
read it
if
on
it's
the
true.
internet.
I read it on the internet. It was the Onion. You ever heard of it?
People at the Onion
yeah,
work
they
damn
edible. I
hard.
don't like those. They are edible. If you're was that your tooth breaking by any chance? That,
Tastes
by the
like-
way, drool and beard is not an
It
attractive
tastes like
look.
serious.
Like serious?
Yeah.
Alright, can I move on?
Where are we?
No, let's answer this question.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you want to see in the car, Humphreys? What do you want to see in it? A mini disc player.
Oh, it smells of boys in here.
Mini disc player.
An 8-track.
I would like
Single
to see,
player.
I think they should bring back 8-track.
I would like to see. I think just honestly, really, really good aircon, right? Because, and I've.
Why would you bother?
No,
because you
no,
didn't
no,
even
no.
have the
Hang
air on in
hang
the
on.
Atom that you're driving.
Hang on.
That was beyond.
Hang on.
We've talked about the steam.
Hang on.
I
Quiet.
like letting him finish.
I've got a big problem.
Look at you lying on your lounger there.
Doctor,
Serious
doctor.
mistake.
Okay, right. So, and I've experienced this on a number of cars I've tested recently.
Okay.
That all have modern aircon systems.
Modern.
20 degrees
Mhm.
is a bit too hot. When I put it on to 19.5 degrees, it gets a bit too cold. And there's just no balance. And you constantly.
So you want extra decimal.
I just want. There shouldn't be that much of a difference between
In
19
half
and a
degree.
half degrees and 20 degrees. I usually am just wearing a t-shirt when I'm in a car,
Yeah.
or even a light hoodie.
No pants.
So I'm either
No
like
pants.
nothing else, nothing else.
So
But-
if you see Dave, don't
See-
ask him to get out of the car. Just shake your hand and give you a hug.
That's
You'll
how I
a
get away
surprise.
with so many things. Please don't ask me to get out of the car, officer. It's just too much of a difference between 19 and a half degrees and there shouldn't be. If you go outside,
But that's just
you
science.
don't notice the difference. If you're standing outside, whether it goes down half degree.
I
In a
actually-
car, you do, and that's just
Are you-
why.
But like I do quite a lot of night
Shouldn't.
driving, and especially like when you drive out of the city and you get more towards the countryside, the temperature drops. In the nighttime, cities are a little bit warmer because of the heat of the city, man. And
in the city.
in the city tonight.
Just the one bit was fun.
Really?
Yeah, you always just don't do that one bit.
Do it too far again.
But like when the temperature drops outside, I can feel it straight away in the car. I can feel
In
it.
your car.
Roll your windows up, you idiot.
Oh, maybe I should have did. No, but like I looked down. I might have been leaving the city. Might have been 14 degrees last summer, and you'd be driving out.
Gross.
Yeah, roasting in the city, and I would feel the temperature drop if I went down a couple of
Oh, would
degrees.
you do like that?
I would feel the temperature drop. Yeah, no, I'd feel it. But maybe wear a jumper. Like it's a lot cheaper than them trying to come up
It
with
doesn't
something.
matter because all that will do will shift this problem further.
Between 18 and 18 and a half.
Yes.
Okay, I think you're right, but here's the thing. Because I think you can use cruise control as an example. Cruise control pretty much
That's it. It's fine.
sits at 80.
Put it at
But if you
80.
go up a hill, it'll go 78, 70. Oh, hang on, 80.
No,
Yeah.
mine doesn't. Well, there must be its answer to it. It stays at 80. It's so funny because you'd be driving, you know that you're coming up to a hill. Like Chapel is at bypass, do you know it? Off of the
South side.
Yeah,
No.
it's actually on the south side.
Yeah, don't know.
Oh no, it's north.
Doesn't matter. It's not. In
When you're, it is south side actually. when you're going up and it turns the corner and when it's coming up to a hill, I always go into the overtaking lane because the car in front of me, I know half the people don't use their cruise control anyway, so I know that my car will just continue. I'll stay at 80, knowing that when they're on a manual, it'll chuck.
Okay. What my point is that whether it maintains it brilliantly or not as brilliantly or less brilliantly in a 10-year-old car like I have, the point is that it attempts, once it experiences a slight shift, it goes, whoa, I gotta fix this.
Yeah.
Air conditioning doesn't. Air conditioning goes 19.5, make it 19.5, whatever. Whereas if you said it and you said press a button and went right now,
Yeah,
that's the temperature
that's
I want.
Yes.
Don't do. Keep it at this.
Stay there.
Then if there's sensors in the car, it could maintain that without you having to.
But is that not climate control?
Well, no, it's just
I've had cars. It doesn't matter.
no.
I've done this over a huge array of cars, and I've realised, and I've only realised in the last few months, but now I know it really annoys me. I never noticed before until I noticed, and now
he's really annoyed.
Yeah.
all I can. It's just one of those things that just bugs me.
Wow.
Anyway, there you go.
The noise of people eating annoys me, and apparently there's a word for it. It's actually a disorder.
It is. It's called misophonia.
Yeah. It actually bugs the crap out of me.
Totally have that, Dave Moore.
Yeah.
You do.
When we're eating on
We're
air.
eating
No, I
here.
have that for other people who have it. In other words, I don't really care if you guys are going on a microphone, but I know people don't want to hear your spit in your mouth.
Maybe
I
they
hate
do.
the dry mouth. You know the. And we went down and we put a violin up your bottom. You know that.
What radio shows are you listening to?
Lyric.
That's the Engine Room Show this week. Thank you for listening. You can tweet us at Engine Room Show. You can Facebook us the same thing, jig name. Facebook.com/Engine Room Show. We have our own website, chock full of lovely things. TheEngineRoomShow.com.
On that website, you can see Dave Moore having a cargasm.
Yes, the 722 is up on TheEngineRoomShow.com, the car we spoke about at the start of this. So go and have a look at that.
Check
And
it out
then
on Joe.ie as well.
that's the only place to
Yeah.
go.
Joe.ie, those legends.
They are
Joe.ie.
leg ends in Joe.ie.
Thanks!
Bye.
Love you more than rainbows. Actually, no, unicorns with rainbow tattoos.